Just asked a lady in the vintage shop, oh, do you know anywhere around here that sells shoes, like market? And then she went, just walk to the top of the street and there's loads of places. And I decided to leave my bike parked there, because I was like, oh, if it's just the top of the street. I've been walking up a hill for like 15 minutes. I'm out of breath. It's like 25 degrees. Still don't think I'm at the top of the street yet. So I'm now starting to walk down the hill. Like, the street never reached the flat part. Still no shoes. But I did stumble across the oldest tram, which is pretty cool. I think the best word to learn in every language is thank you. So, obrigado, merci, gamon, Vietnam, Guramayagat, Danka, because you're like showing thanks and you use it a lot, even if you don't know what to say. And hello, of course, as well. So it's a good one if you're traveling to know. yesterday I rented a motorcycle and I biked from Lisbon across the river, across the bridge to Almada. So there is Lisbon, and there's the bridge, and I'm currently in Almada, and there is the statue of Christ. So anyway, I rented this scooter. Well, I thought it was a scooter, but they didn't have a scooter, so it was more motorcycle. And I was like, do you think it'll be fine going over the bridge? Like, I'm just a bit worried about the road. And the guy was like, oh, you'll be okay. Like, you know, there's normally lots of traffic and it'll be fine. He was like, just don't go on this road, this road, this road. And he was pointing at a map, and I was like, I'm not like great with maps, so I'm not going to remember like what you're talking about, because I was just putting in Google Maps, where is it that I need to go? And so, oh my God, driving across the bridge, at first I was like, this is cool. It was terrifying. Before I even got on the bridge, I was put on some sort of like busy motorway road, and very different from just driving around the city or driving by the beach. And I was kind of like, oh, I'm sure I'll be grand, because I drove a bike when I lived in Hanoi for 2.5 years, and I just really missed the freedom of being on a bike and driving around. But like, this felt terrifying because it was mostly all cars. I'm even looking at the bridge now, and there's just so many cars and lorries. And it was actually moving at a really fast pace coming over. It's the way back to Lisbon, I'm seeing it now, that's more traffic. And it was so windy, so I felt like being on the bike, feeling the wind and feeling like lorries come up beside me. I was like, oh my God. And there's not like a set like bike lane, so you're just in a lane, you know, with cars. Or I was kind of driving between, and some people were beeping, and I was just like, oh my God, it felt never ending. And then coming off and going onto other motorways, I'd say every road he said, oh, I wouldn't go on this one, I probably went on all of them. And then in the evening I went to the beach, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to drive to the beach. It'll be a lovely, like, I'm sure, coastal drive. But even the drive to the beach brought me onto the busy, like a motorway. There was no escaping it. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake. But I kept being like, just breathe, it's fine, go at your own pace. But obviously you don't want to be a hazard, like, on the busy roads. It's just hard, like, because you're turning the stick back to, you know, go on the bike. And I had sun cream on, so I felt like my hands were all sticky. So it was hard to like pull it back to go faster. It's just very different from like driving in Bali or driving in Vietnam, because I felt like you can always go at your own pace. All the bikes, there's so many bikes there that they're used to bikes being on the road. There's nearly more bikes than cars, especially in Vietnam anyway. So it's just felt more overwhelming, feeling like it was mostly cars. It'd be very different just driving around Lisbon, or now in Almada I'm driving around, and that's fine, because the roads are quieter. Or even if I was by the beach renting a bike there, like, beautiful. But just going on these busy roads, it's just scary. I'm probably not even supposed to be on them, you know. So anyway, I messaged the bike guy today, and I was like, I can't drive across the bridge. Is there any way you can collect it? So I have to pay a little fee for that, but they're going to come collect it. I was like, thank God. Like, it's just not worth putting myself through the stress, because I was kind of like, oh, I'm dreading going across that bridge again. And they were like, you might be able to bring it on the boat, but then I was over. But you know what, they're going to collect it, and I'm able to just scoot around at a happy pace this morning. But yeah, if you're thinking about renting a scooter, just be a bit cautious about what roads you go on if you're going outside of Lisbon, like driving on busy roads. Dear Lisbon, I love the red bridge and the high streets. It reminds me of San Francisco, but it's not. I love that you play your own music. Even the bricks are picking up beats. The cobblestone, the colourful buildings. You play your own beat. Locals dance on the streets, watching sunsets by the water. Obrigado is one of the few words I know. People smile. Locals help collect my change when it falls. Yes, I feel scared whenever I get catcalled. Stopped on the street, chatting and smiling. Things move slow, no rushing. Except mopeds scoot past, locals run across the tram tracks. Shutters open up to a new day. Catching ferries by boat. Kids dancing freely, even though they're barely able to stand on their own feet. Parents laughing when they fall. Long door keys and many flights of staircases. Lots of little dishes to share. I watch you through cafe windows. I was only here for a few days though, so what would I know? But I just want to say, obrigado.